Buckeyes in one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And the Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
At the 45, on his way. Nothing but green ahead. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set. Ready, go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring.
I'm playing at Ohio State, by the way.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection, the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. The defense stayed home, made the play.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this weekend.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Finds his man. It's Pedrino. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A third and long coming up here. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Discards a man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. Caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Indiana. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes a catch and knocked down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Extending the play. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. And They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make it.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it behind the line. It's Pedrino. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man in the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crossing. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Yep.
Here
Come here.
comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3.
I didn't even hear what he said. I just heard, are you still here?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Oh, he wishes I was gay.
Going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt.
Yeah, I'm winning. It's almost halftime. It's 21-6.
Them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a
halftime
going down in Columbus today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This offense
I got,
has to guide the ball in as many ways
two
as
clock
possible.
on,
He
so-
showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back is also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
Even ironically, that makes sense.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play. And
Oh, dude, like,
got it.
why?
Explosive. Picks up more than 30.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower.
Exactly, rookie mistakes. He's like, Biggs is like, let's act like we played this fucking game before.
You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
They get him on the ground.
I could tell. I was irritated too. That's why when you said I'm done, I'm like, bet, me too.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me
Oh, that didn't work out.
Big fella getting the football.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot.
Oh, to be fair, I didn't know I was going to Golden Corral. You wouldn't have came anyway. It was clear out North Omaha.
You dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
And I said, to be fair, I didn't know I was going.
Throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO fire complete.
What the fuck?
Still running at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Here comes the hurry-up. He'll just keep slinging it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Indiana sends the offense.
I got 2 clock on, so.
These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes are in the hurry out. On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's
No way!
touchdown, Ohio State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm them down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Wants to throw on second down. Safe completion on the screen. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Hoosiers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. He'll ride his man on the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the stick.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't